What's going on, Dane? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
It's good to see you.
It's always good to see you.
Indeed, indeed. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Failure Made Monsters, where we like to talk about everything from porn stars to politics. Once in a while, we're joined by a guest, and every now and again, we like to sit around, do nothing, and have a couple of drinks. Maybe a little bit of smoke.
Smoke. I love that drink. I want to try that drink, even though it has tequila in it.
I got to make the shit out of this for you. Santino Old Fashioned, sir. You named it. You need to try one. That's for damn sure. So we got a lot to talk about today. And then we're just going to figure shit out. We're just going to, wing it because that's what we do. But we got, Rudy said some dumb shit. McConnell said some dumb shit. Other stupid people said some dumb shit. Joe Biden said some funny, cool shit. That's it, man. Yeah. We're going to see what happens. But until then, it's time to cue the music.
Represent the lobby, not the people. For 4 years in a sequel. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the full, not the hungry. The NASDAQ, not the country. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the greedy, not the needy and seedy backroom dealings. The bottom line is the bottom line.
Billions and billions and billions and billions. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to fucking see you. And Dane, Mr. Dane the Great.
Yes.
Very good to see you too, sir. It's always a pleasure.
Us.
One of these days, we'll do one of these in person.
In person? And do you know what? I've got some news.
Ooh, I like news. Hit me with the news.
So, I'm fully vaccinated.
Ooh, as
of what was it? Wednesday? Wednesday was when I got my second one.
You're almost fully vaccinated.
No, that was the last one I had to get.
Aha, but you must wait, I think.
Yeah.
days.
But I mean, I have all of the medicine is inside my body. Let's say it that way.
Tell me more about things inside your body, Dane.
Here's what I will say. One, don't sleep on that Pfizer that second shot, because it will humble you fucking real fast. And okay, look, and here's the thing. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I had it. It's not gonna be that big a deal. I didn't get sick or anything like that, but when I say like the day after, I could not I couldn't go anywhere. I was just tired. You just like the guy said he's like, get a lot of rest and drink a lot of water. And I'm like, I already know what that means. It means that I'm going to feel fatigued as fuck.
That's true.
When I tell you, like, I kept nodding in and out of sleep all day. And it was that kind of sleep where, when you take a really good fucking nap and you wake up and you don't know where you are type of shit.
I don't.
You probably wouldn't.
When napping for me is like, hey, do you feel like being tired for the rest of the day? That's what napping is, because I wake up and I'm like, oh, that wasn't nearly enough.
So typically that's not what happens, but that's what I mean. This time, that's how it was. Every time I woke up, I was like, fuck, this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
But I will say this. You had yours, right?
I did, and actually, I'm curious. Both. Chat, by the way, if you're in the live chat here, let us know. Did the second shot or the first shot knock you on your ass? Because as I'm about to tell you, it was actually the first shot for me.
Really?
The first shot kind of took me out a little bit. I was exhausted for like 2-3 days. I had a headache for a day. My arm was probably one of the worst. I could not lift it. Like,
yo,
dude, like straight up, like I got like fucking like a bouncer at one of the clubs gave me a dead arm or some shit. Like, one of those,
So that was
giant motherfuckers, just bam.
That was me. The second shot, like my arm was so as I'm waking up in the morning, I like moved it and I was like, like it was that real. I was like, oh, this is not good. Shit. Yeah,
I have made a grave error.
Right.
Actually, I learned before I went in for the second shot, I learned waiting, right, to make sure like it doesn't kill you. The way it almost apparently killed Mariah, who's in chat here. Apparently,
I just saw that. I was like, fuck.
So if you keep moving it right after you get the shot, the entire 15 minutes, apparently that mitigates the amount of inflammation in the area, like the pain.
It makes sense because circulation.
Yeah. So I did that, and my arm was, it was, dude, 40% of what it was the first time.
Okay.
And honestly too, I also got, and I don't know if there's enough data on whether or not this actually inhibits the efficacy of the vaccine, but I got those IV drips like you get like when you're, drunk or sick or whatever. I got one of those about 48 hours after I got the second vaccine too.
Oh, really?
Just in case to like kind of add to the hydration, the whole thing. And Dude, both my wife and I both were solid after the
Yeah.
second one. First
I
one
mean-
definitely knocked both of us on our ass more.
I don't know if I was lucky or what, but I woke up this morning and actually towards the end of the night last night, I was like, okay, now I'm feeling better. It's kind of going away. I'm getting kind of back to normal, out of the hazy, whatever.
That was the worst part for me, was the brain fog, like the haziness.
That was there.
The first time.
That was there.
A little bit the second one.
I do want to say this though. I don't want to scare anybody. Everything I felt was nothing compared to actually having COVID. So don't let fatigue and fucking, lightheadedness and nausea be like, oh, I'm not gonna do it.
And the potential for death.
Right.
So there's
Fuck
that.
I'm like, and now I can
real quick. Someone in the chat here too goes, is it going to be an annual vaccine? Someone else said that they didn't get it. And someone else here, who are we? I just saw it a second ago. Oh, they're not allowed to get it.
I just said not to get it.
Yeah, I'm curious. So if you're in the chat and you said that, if you said you didn't get it, why? I'm curious. If you aren't allowed to, I'm also curious. You don't have to answer that one, though. I understand that could be, personal medical reasons and stuff, but just for the sake of the conversation, if you're willing to contribute. And then someone asked, I think it's Mariah here, asked, I think it's going to be an annual vaccine. Or
I
not.
don't think so.
So, to my understanding, if
it could be,
if it remains if it remains as effective as it has been against the variants that we keep seeing, specifically the Pfizer and Moderna ones, the mRNA vaccines, those could potentially hold up against all the variants with a high enough level of efficacy that we don't need to worry about what would be booster shots. But if that does happen, this is the reason I got the Pfizer vaccine, is the mRNA delivery mechanism actually allows it so that your body does not build up an immunity to the delivery mechanism itself.
Okay.
Like the adenovirus-based ones that like J&J have. So if you do have to get a booster shot, it will still be fully delivered, fully effective, all that good stuff. So it's possible, but right now, from what we've seen, at least the last time I read about it, I know it's about the 6-month mark. Pfizer released information saying that it's still showing to be highly effective, even against the known variants. Yeah. If that lasts in a year or 2 years or 5 years, who the fuck knows? But if everyone gets it sooner, what's up, Channer? We got AJ in the fucking chat.
AJ in the chat.
Oh
this
shit,
motherfucker!
Right?
Yo, this motherfucker's in town. I better fucking see you. Don't you fucking play me. You're not coming to SD. We'll talk about that later. But don't you fucking.
He's hard to miss in this town too.
He could easily. Look, tallest, big ass motherfucker. Look, no, but shout out AJ. Shout out Fire from the Gods
with his what is it? Southern British New York accent.
Southern British New York accent.
Going on anymore.
Shout out the whole fam. I fucking
shout out Fire from the Gods.
We need to get AJ's punk ass on the fucking show. You already know that. But I'm it's good to see him in the fucking chat. That's great. But what I was gonna say, so it was funny because I don't do this shit, right? Like I don't like while I was there getting the shot, I wasn't gonna go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, how is it?" Like I'm sitting there like after I got the shot, because you have to wait. Yeah. And like 4 people, one dude sat down, and as soon as he sat down, he's like, "So hey, how is it? Did you get it yet? Which one do you want?" I'm like, it's not that
people
big.
People are nervous and people are scared
nervous
and,
as fuck.
and like
and
I get that.
You see one person ask and answer, then the next person's like, "Hey, so would you say?" I get it.
So you know what it's like, dude? It's like fuck. Like how often do people go eat somewhere and have like an awful experience, and then they'll post about it, they'll share about it, they'll leave a review for that. But if you go somewhere and like, that was really good, or that was fine, or it was whatever, like you don't go out of your way to let everybody know about it, except maybe you're in a circle and shit. True. It's the people who have like a negative experience that put it on blast and then everyone shares it, and that becomes more prevalent, and that becomes the thing.
Yeah, like this motherfucker put a magnet on his shoulder and it's stuck after. It's like shut the fuck up,
saying, dude.
Fuck up.
That is the dumbest shit. Stop. And if that's
dumb.
True, that's awesome. Stop complaining about it. You can keep refrigerator notes on your shoulder and never forget what your dog looks like.
2 birds, 1 stone. Why are you mad?
This is what I'm saying. 1 shoulder, 2 magnets. We're good. Fuck, man. Anyway,
here's what I say. Here's what I will say. Everybody was asking me, why'd you get it? 2 things. 1, LA is about to be like butt naked out here. They're taking the mask mandate off. Everything, all the bars and all that shit are opening back up. And me personally, I just wanted to worry less because whether I show it or not, I am still like, it's anal in my mind. Like if I get home, I immediately take a shower before I do anything else, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, hey, keep yourself fucking clean. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just wanted to be able to not have to worry so much. Plus, I'm starting to book again. I know we're gonna start trying to book again. You know what I mean? Like
fucking wait.
So it's like
I've been
wanna
seeing these dude, these festivals that these motherfuckers are popping, just pulling out of nothingness. I do not remember festivals being this stacked in the last 10 years
already. EDC coming back already.
All of these fucking dudes. Some of these rock festivals too. I saw one earlier. I sent to my guitar player to SM Stone, my boy Steve. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on, I got too many computer monitors in this motherfucker, but it was like, let me see this shit. It was Breaking Benjamin, Day to Remember, Hailstorm, Skillet, Black Label Society, POD, Tech Nine, Testament, Hatebreed, From Ashes to New.
Fuck.
Hang on, hold the Slaves, who, by the way, the singer, I think they might have had two singers in there. Both of them are fucking amazing. That's the first day. Then day 2, Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit, Rise Against, I Prevail, Chevelle, Anthrax, Asking Alexandria, Clutch, Motionless in White, Atreyu, Seven Dust, Fever 333, Fozzy, Crown the Empire, Drugs, Bad Omens, Nonpoint, and a bunch of other great bands. That's day 2. Day 3, Five Finger Death Punch, Megadeth, Lamb of God, Seether, Cypress Hill, Theory of a Dead Man, Trivium, Body Count, Beartooth, Avatar, Bad Flower, who by shout to Bad Flower. If you have not listened to them, go listen to them. One of my favorite fucking bands out right now.
I will listen.
I think they're LA based. Amazing band. In Flames, 10 Years, All That Remains, Corrosion to Conformity, Escape the Fate. Dude, and I'm skipping bands, and then move on. There's a 4th date, right, with fucking one of my all-time favorite bands in the history of the world. 2 of them both headlining, Shinedown and Papa Roach. Top, right? Gojira, Kill Switch, Under Oath, Pop Evil, The Who, Rev Run, Place 9 Kills, fucking We Came as Ronings, Drowning Pool, Il Nino, who is a fucking legend where I come from, although with Christian preferably, Adelita's Way, bunch of other great bands. And then there's a fucking on-site club experience with fucking Ludacris and Lil Jon, right? And then it's hosted by Steve-O. And this is one festival.
Wait, and then there's the other one that's coming up here in August.
Blue Ridge Rock Fest, by the way. If you all need someone.
Blue Ridge Rock Fest. And then there's the other one that we're trying to get
sponsored either. I just shit my pants seeing that meme earlier. That graphic earlier. I was like, damn.
But no, the one that we're trying to get on. Atmosphere.
Shrine.
It's just a 10-letter word. Discretion is the name of my submit feathered bird. And finish that in the comments. I want to see it. Anyway, so much. I feel like everybody was just stacking the deck waiting. And now it's like, it's gonna happen. So it's like, look, whether I'm playing at these shows or I'm going to these shows, I just want to make sure that like I don't have to fucking be all paranoid and whatever the fuck. I'm like, good, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this random drink that this stranger touched, and I'm gonna feel okay about it.
Hang on real quick. So we got someone in the chat here. Ryan Stillwagon. Add one more monitor. Quit crying. Eat shit. My first monitor is the size of 3 monitors, and I have another monitor.
This is true. I've seen it.
2 monitors. So suck it. I just literally
humble brag.
Hang on, real quick. This is me looking at the top left corner of my main monitor.
Yeah.
And now the top right corner.
Yeah. Anywho, that's right. You got the big one. That's right.
I got the giant motherfucker. I love that. I'm obsessed with this thing.
You get that? Did you get what you just did there? You should just did there.
Hey.
You got the big one. So Santino has the big one, everybody.
I got the big one.
Gigantic one.
You know I do. It's a full-size glass with a huge ice. It's episode 42. The answer to the ultimate question is coming, right? Question mark. I'm curious. You're gonna have to elaborate on that one in the chat.
We have a lot of ultimate questions.
We do.
And a lot of them have been answered. Some of them have not, but most of them
have though.
Were pornographic in nature.
Almost all of them.
Go back, look at the past 41, and
someone in chat said I decided just not to get it. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Personal. I'm not naming names. Personal decision. But she's not judging anyone. I gave away gender. Yeah. Do you think? I disagree with you wholeheartely. But if you don't have a medical reason not to get it, I think it's foolish not to. But it doesn't mean I like you any less. I just think you're making a grave error.
You just can't share my drink. Sorry.
The fuck or my air. You better wear a mask around me.
By the way, I will say this. I did. So there's a gym, and I don't know if you saw the footage, but
sorry, it's a Hitchhiker's Guide reference. I haven't seen that in ages. The ultimate question.
Oh, that's right. That is it. The answer to the ultimate question. Shit, good call. Fuck, I should have caught that.
Is 42 is that 42 related to that?
I don't know.
With the Dolphins and shit, right?
Yeah. I remember it was something random.
I remember seeing that.
Fuck.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I mean, I totally did, but you know, continue.
I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. So there. What was it? What were you talking about?
Chat. What was Dane trying to say? Read his mind.
No. Oh, so there's one gym that I know of in LA that doesn't have a mask requirement when you're inside it. And let me tell you,
the one you go to?
It's not the one I go to, but I've been there. And
the one you post thirst traps from?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Follow me on IG at Dane the Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. If you follow me on IG, Dane the Great, you'll see that one.
If anybody wants to see a sweet pair of pythons, veiny pythons, and just a set of 6-pack washboard abs covered in tattoos with locks and a beard attached, go to Dane the Great. Check him out on TikTok and Instagram.
Thank you.
If you want to feel really fucking bad about yourself after quarantine, go to Dane the Great page.
Somebody goes, okay, so the comments that I get from girls, like, one, I'm never gonna take offense or anything like that. So send me the dirtiest shit you can think of, whoever.
Yeah.
But
send Dane nudes.
It's always like, I always feel like sometimes I feel bad if I say some shit that's a little out of pocket in a girl's comments, but the shit that y'all come up with, this girl's like, yeah, that with that much weight, you could lift me up and put me on the wall. I was like, okay, ma'am, I don't know you. We are not that familiar, but thank you. I get the compliment and I appreciate it.
I have had a blast. So we've run this commercial on the show before, and
whoa, I don't know what he did, but I guess I'm gonna pick it up because something just happened to Teeners, and he'll be back in a minute.
I have no idea.
There we go. What'd you do?
No clue. I opened up another tab to bring up that video clip, and it just decided to go, fuck you, you're not allowed to stay in here.
And
hi guys, I'm back.
And that's showbiz, people.
Professional.
What's up?
All right. Anyway, so we've run that commercial, the fucking fantastic one. My beauty brand, youlooff.com or fuckingfantastic.com. Check it out. But the one with me in it, where I basically the narrator the whole time is going, just ripping on me and about how I'm, basically shit in the bedroom. And dude, the comments on this video, I thought I was going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get absolutely obliterated because and we've talked about this before after putting out some videos where trying to look a certain way or whatever, this and that, I got destroyed. So historically, I was expecting the same thing. Nope.
So they
love it.
They took up for you. Yeah, self-deprecation is always great. Always.
Which is great because it's kind of my, it's kind of my thing. So
yeah,
there's a few in there, man, that are crazy, and apparently I look like the guy from Once Upon a Time who plays Captain Hook. I don't.
Wait, from
the Once Upon a Time, the TV show. I get that comment on this fucking thing so often, it's crazy.
I have
I've never once been compared to it. Someone did say Adam Lambert though, which I totally get.
I could see Rufio. I can see Rufio. And here's another thing. I met Rufio, super fucking cool guy. Shout out Rufio. I forget his real name. I'm sorry, but shout out him. I met him at Good Times at Davy Wayne's. He was coming out of the bathroom, and I was lit. And I'm like, Rufio. He's like, yeah, man, what up? I was like, oh shit. And you weren't a dick about it? Cool. What's up, man?
Because you just called him Rufio.
Yeah, because that's not his name, obviously. That was like 30 years ago. So he's, but that's his thing. He didn't do a lot after that.
For recognizing him. Isn't he?
I fucking love that movie, Bangarang, bitch.
He's also one of the he's one of the main voice actors on Avatar too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's still working. He does a lot of shit. He has a podcast. He's all over the fucking place. So
that's fucking awesome.
He knows he's famous. Shit.
Who played Rufio? Let's say his name. So we
we should say his name.
Dante Bosco.
Dante Bosco. Shout out Dante Bosco. Yeah. Still to this day,
being a badass.
Another thing that I just saw too. I didn't see the whole thing, and I'm gonna finish it later. But I started watching the new Conjuring. By the way, this is off topic as fuck. The new Conjuring. The devil made me do it.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
It's not.
I've
It's not bad.
never seen any of the Conjurings. I'm not.
Oh, really?
I'm not a horror guy.
You're not, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. You don't like. Well, for anybody that does like horror, it's actually pretty good as far as I got. And it's, watch it. It's a lot of jump scare, but it's still pretty good. So watch it. Check it out. Oh,
that was good.
And yes, but the other thing I wanted. So here's the thing. When you were a kid, you ever watch Punky Brewster?
Yes, but like not a lot.
Not a. Okay.
I've seen it like once or twice. I'm familiar.
So when I was a kid, I watched Punky Brewster like as a little teeny tot.
Sure.
And I fucking like Punky Brewster was like the first person that ever made me feel things below the belt. You feel me? Like,
which is weird now because now it's like the child, but
right. Well, not
you
well,
were
no,
also
but
a
hold
child.
on. But hold on, because still here's what I will say. Soleil Moon Frye can today, right now, can get it. If I bump into her at fucking Whole Foods,
you'll be at full mast.
Immediately, I won't try to hide it or nothing. Jesus, I will.
You're
be
going
like,
to be that guy who gets arrested.
I will be like, listen,
for showing Punky your Brewster.
Before the cops take me away, can I have your personal IG, please? I'll see you soon. Like that. And here's why.
Somehow this shirt feels more appropriate.
So,
did you see this yet?
What is it? Let me see.
Hang on.
Yeah. Okay.
Kentucky.
Yeah. That
For those of you who can't see this and you're listening to the audio only version, I'm wearing a pink t-shirt with a hentai style stack of pancakes being covered in syrup, very sexually, and it says Kentucky. You're welcome for that visual description. Anyway,
Thank
so
you
being inappropriate at a Trader Joe's with Punky Brewster, go.
So Soleil Moon Frye put out like it's like a documentary. And it's all of, so she used to, I guess, walk around with she was one of those camcorder people. She used to walk around and just film.
Do you remember camcorders?
What, yo, bro,
dude,
like watch this and you'll see like just how it just takes you back to like, wow, we had cameras that were that fucking big and not in our phones.
Yeah.
That, like we had to take everywhere and just shove in somebody's face.
Which we used a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I have tons of that kind of footage. Like I had a high 8 that, like, it had the little thing that you could
the
turn.
the little DVD.
Little screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, all right. So she takes all these tapes that she's collected over the years, all through the 90s, of her kicking it with like all of her friends. And wait till I tell you who her friends were. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but basically it's just all that and her diary entries and just kind of her coming of age kind of
as Punky Brewster.
Right.
Well, and in that time period of her life,
what I didn't realize, I mean, when you watch a show or you have somebody that you're a fan of, you know them within the context of this small thing that they do in their life that makes them famous or whatever. You don't really take into account all of the other shit that they're doing on a day-to-day basis. So she's kicking it with like Leonardo DiCaprio when in his prime. She's dating Johnny Depp. She's dating Mark Wahlberg. She's got voicemails from them, like hitting her up, just called to say hi.
And the voicemails are in the doc?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Hang on real quick. Can we just, I don't want to like just gloss over that thing. That type of shit, right? That type of, let's call it digital age phenomena, where these moments that you put out there and create that are recorded in some fashion. Because it might so this is her then. She has voicemails from when it was not easy to like before
you had to keep
voicemail.
You had to keep the tape.
Shit on the tape.
Yes, you had to keep the tape for that.
So like what's that going to be in 5, 10, 20 years from now where everything is saved to the fucking cloud, never mind on your damn phone. Like everything is saved.
Yeah, tons. I mean, it's going to be a lot easier to compile. You know what I mean? Once you're
dude, but like, is that good or bad?
Well, but here's the thing. So you think it's not going to be, but like when I'm watching this shit and you're seeing one when they were young in the 90s, like the dude from House of Pain is in it, Danny Boy. And like, you see him like when they were in their prime of, you know what I mean? And it's like anytime you get to go back and you have that record of like, this is what how fucked up I used to get. And like the nostalgia factor is like through the fucking roof. Cause like, I'm sitting there like, so she used to hang out with, if you've ever seen Kids, you've seen the movie Kids?
No.
Oh, fuck. Anybody in the chat, you've seen Kids, sound off. But like, so a couple of those, she moves to New York. A couple of those guys hung out with her, blah, blah. But a lot of them are dead now. So like, you know, committed suicide and stuff. Yeah. So she's got, you know, them kicking it just in her kitchen, fucking futoned out fucking place. Like, think about the footage you'd have when you were living in Jersey.
The footage
like,
I'll have of you that we'll be talking about in 10 years.
Yo, like that's just, I mean, like, yo, remember before it was all great when my dick still works? You know what I mean? Like,
straight up, have you thought about this? And so since we started doing this show, there is more footage of you on this show by far than there is of you doing anything else.
Oh yeah,
in your entire life. This past year has been more recorded and shared with the world than literally anything else you've done. I've thought about that a few times, and it's really fucking weird because I mean, there's a lot of footage of me flying around, and we just shit all over it in 1 year.
Yeah, what's kind of scary is like, if you really want to know me, you could probably get a good enough picture off of all of these shows. If you really went back, you'd be like, okay, you'll learn more about me from that than like all of my music.
You hear that, all future potential suitors of Dane the Great?
Yeah.
You ever want to find out who?
Do your homework first.
Really
do your research.
Watch him drink with me live through a camera.
Yep, it's crazy.
I want to hit chat real quick here too. So, hang on, wrote 1 sec. Someone mentioned it, and I cannot ignore it. It is not part of my DNA to not reference this here. Someone had a talk boy, and can we just please acknowledge how amazing?
Wait. Was that the thing with the mic that like?
Remember Home Alone, the silver one that looked like it looked like a DeLorean of a recorder.
Yeah, but it was just a tape recorder.
But it had
the little
made
mic
for kids though, basically.
Yeah, it was a big gray
in a way that you could like change the play speeds.
I
and all
remember that.
Yeah, that was Mariah mentioned it. It's crazy to say that the toys and gadgets we all grew up with since we were kids are now considered antique or vintage. And then she said, "Does anybody remember Talk Boy?"
I don't want to talk about it.
Talk Boy was the shit, and a lot of things from our childhood are vintage. What's really, none of that stuff bothered me. Yeah, like 90s X, Y, or Z is vintage, and late 80s and all that stuff. Yeah. It wasn't until I started seeing bands that I grew up listening to as classic rock being listed as classic rock. That's what started to get me. I still have a hard time because, like, all right, I get it. When we were growing up, classic rock was about 20 years prior and stuff. Yeah, but it wasn't in the digital age. Like the shit, some of these bands and stuff that they're talking about are still out.
Yeah,
but they're still making shit,
and new shit, and it's still good,
and it's still current. Whereas, like AC/DC being called classic rock because AC/DC has sounded like AC/DC for 40, 50 years, or whatever. And I get that,
yeah. But like, or Stones or Rolling Stones, do they still tour? But like, I feel like they still tour,
probably because Keith Richards is literally a vampire.
Yeah,
and he's in a band with Johnny Depp with vampires are in the fucking name, so it's like a nod to the fact that it's true.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
I mean,
there was a question in chat as well too. I'm trying to keep up on these
Polly Pockets. Holy
Polly Pockets. I got my wife
a
limited edition, like this, like little gold mini Polly Pocket purse thing that she wears as a necklace sometimes. Yeah. It's a little bigger than we thought, but I hadn't thought about that in 15, 20 years. And
what you know about Cabbage Patch Kids?
Well, hang on, and she got me a Mighty Max, if you remember that.
I do remember Mighty Max.
Mighty Max, the little gray skull one.
Yeah, I remember Mighty Max.
She got me, it's around here somewhere, but she got me a fucking Mighty Max thing. Like, after I got through the Polly Pocket, I was like, well played.
Hello, puppet.
She's within earshot.
Okay.
There was someone asked about, I didn't know about this. I had to look it up while we were chatting here, but apparently the Foo Fighters, here it is. What's your take on the Foo Fighters show tonight? So apparently the Foo Fighters are playing to the first packed house at Madison Square Garden tonight.
But it's only vaccinated, right?
Is it?
Something like that. I think that's what she said, is that it's only going to be for
I saw the headline of it, and I did not see anything else. If that's the case, then, Foo Fighters show vaccination requirements upset some fans. Oh, well, fuck you. Yeah. If you're upset by that, go fuck yourself. That's my opinion on it. Unless you,
I get it.
Look, if you need like a doctor's note or some shit, that kind of thing, and like you physically cannot get a vaccine, then there needs to be some way to rectify that situation for those people. Maybe.
I mean, you don't want to be responsible for endangering anyone's lives. So I get that. I get your point of view.
Look, we should not be filling Madison Square Garden with just a bunch of fucking randos.
Right.
Yet. We are not there yet. So for them to do this at all, then that's like saying like everyone on the go-kart track has to wear helmets. Like, yo, fucking, of course they do. Like, Who's going to be mad about that? Everyone
That's
driving
not-
on the freeway has to wear a seatbelt. I'm angry.
Shut
the fuck up.
They followed up saying, yeah, they're calling it segregation and discrimination, which here's the other thing. Hold on. Point here. No,
Can
the
you
fuck
please?
it's not.
Please
No,
do
the
this.
fuck it's not.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to know what that is, go to any police department, any court of law, any fucking job interview, and then you'll see segregation and discrimination. Let's not call trying to keep people safe at a venue at a concert that you're responsible for. As it's not in the same room. It's just
more,
not.
You know, this vaccination conversation has been like really it's been very, I get it, it's been divisive, but it's been divisive for like the wrong reasons,
Right.
in my opinion, because it's not like people talking about it in the terms in which it should be spoken about, where it's like, all right, is this effective? Is it safe?
Yeah.
Like, does it make sense logically to do this? It's turned into this like, it's like the fucking the right wing's version of cancel culture, which is funny because like let's be real, like most cancel culture started with the right.
Yeah.
You know, like old Christian mom, like there's literally full fucking
much.
movies, but like Detroit Rock City and shit with the crazy moms trying to shut down the Kiss concert, like Knights in Satan's Service and all that crap. You know, so it's a pretty ridiculous stretch to sit here and be like, yeah, this is this is segregation or discrimination. Like, no, it's a regulation. That's the shun word you're looking for. It's a regulation, a safety regulation with a purpose and scientifically backed.
And also, they're well within their rights to do it too.
Do whatever the fuck they want.
The establishment, the bands, the talent, well within it's. I mean, saying you can't come in because the color of your skin or something. Obviously, that's not something that you can legally even do. So I'm not gonna get into a big
discrimination.
Thing about
that's segregation.
Then exactly.
That's one of those things where it's like, why, right? What's the reason for that? And the only reason for that is you're a fucking racist. Whereas, why can't you show up vaccinated? Well, because you could spread one of the most deadly contagions that the world has seen in the last 100 years.
Exactly. It'd be like saying,
me a little riled up, isn't it?
You can't. You're getting there. It'd be like saying you can't come in if you have leprosy, and then all the lepers are like, well, what the fuck? Why not?
Discriminated against.
Like, what do you mean? Why not? Dickhead, like don't. Anyway, whatever.
I agree. I think it's just another one of those things that has been perpetuated to further help the culture war that has been politicized by the right. And there's been so many things related to coronavirus and other shit that, like, you know, in the BLM movement and all that are not like, we're not thinking about these things like rationally anymore. Don't get me wrong, the left is full on guilt. And I'm not trying to politicize this shit myself either by breaking it up into teams, but let's be fucking fair. We know most people saying it are on one team. Not all of them, but most of them are on one team. And then vice versa. And the left is fully guilty of this same type of bullshit. But but it's for like, you know, usually at least moderately decent reasons that just end up being taken way too fucking far. Not like, hey, let's take a gamble with a packed Madison Square Garden at the end of what might be the end of anyway.
Actually, that brings to mind. Did you see the TikTok that I sent you with the chick that was like, the guy was reacting to this girl who's like, so if they're gonna give us the vaccine for free, how come they don't give us cancer treatments for free? Why don't we get, you know, AIDS treatments for free? And he's sitting there letting her say this shit, and he's like, yeah, that's socialized medicine. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about.
Oh, so she was a Republican.
Yeah, and he's like, you took the long way, but that's what we've been saying. I was
that's
like,
what we've been saying the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
welcome.
Right there,
Join us.
Good talk. Good talk.
It's just, and there's so many different things like that too. When you break down individual issues with a lot of people, and I've had this conversation with people who are staunch Trump supporters, but if you break down, you go, all right, issue by issue, let's talk about it, right? Let's go, what about this? And you're like, do you think that anybody should go broke and bankrupt and die in the streets homeless because they can't afford treatment in the richest country in the world? Well, no, of course I don't, because I'm not a heartless monster. Well, then maybe we should talk about that, because that's exactly what the fuck is happening. And you just do these little things one by one, and you start to realize way more people on the issues, on the topics that we're speaking about, on these individual things, they agree, they meet in the middle in some ways. Does anybody want to fucking pay for it? No. But then when I say, well, what do you want to pay for us, like, you know, dropping bombs in the Middle East and shit like that? And they're also no. And I'm like, well, it's just a matter of prioritizing our funds and prioritizing where we're where we're placing these focuses.
And speaking of which, here's another one. You don't even necessarily have to. If motherfucking Jeff Bezos would pay some fucking taxes, maybe, just maybe,
did you see
we
that
wouldn't.
shit?
Bro, I almost threw something at the fucking TV.
They didn't pay anything, and it would have, and it's still, even if they all of them had, it would have been 3.4% their effective tax rate, which would have only equated to like 13 or 15 billion dollars or something.
They said that motherfucker.
Still a lot of fucking money.
He got a $2,400 child kickback, tax kickback. I was like, what? Okay. Jeff Bezos got $2,400 from the government for his kids. Jeff Bezos did that. Fuck you. Yeah. And Elon Musk, you can eat a dick too, because fuck that shit. Hey, it's a team effort. We're a society, motherfucker.
Hang on. Here's the thing. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault, but we do have some
playing the shit out of the game. I agree. They're playing the shit out of the game. And they're doing it in a way that in some aspects I agree, in some I do not. But it's our fault for allowing this to be the situation.
The case,
it's our fault. Look, dude, let's not pretend that fucking a record amount of people still didn't vote for fucking Donald goddamn Trump in the last election. That's the state of where we are. Just because things feel sort of normal again,
they kind of do
mean that they really fucking are. Because at the end of the day, 70 some odd million motherfuckers still looked at that doofy fat orange piece of shit and said, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do more of that."
And he mentioned he's trying to run for in 2024. That's a whole thing.
Him 7 weeks from Sunday.
That's a whole thing,
dude. And 6 weeks from Sunday. I added a date of the week.
7 weeks. Anyway, just but
a perpetual loop of
did you see Kamala's speech at the fucking border also? I wanted to mention that.
No, I saw a clip of it and
she said don't come.
I saw that, and she said it in Guatemala, right?
Yeah, I was like, best you could do, best you could muster. All right. I mean, I get it.
That's the nicest way of saying, look, fuck off. We can't deal with this right now.
Yeah, basically.
And look, to be fair, yeah, like fuck off right now.
Yeah,
we can't deal with this because everything's a shit show.
Everything
but
is
at the same time, you need somewhere to be. We should be able to help you. I get it, and I don't get it. But let's not pretend that Kamala Harris has been a fucking shining beacon of the right things to say for the last 20 years.
Right. And the way that everybody puts this up, like, see, she doesn't. I'm like, look, they were all the lesser of two evils. Eat a dick. We know that. Shut the fuck up.
It's still, you know what? Yes and no. In this case, there really was like, one is like, I don't know, dude, like, would you rather eat unseasoned Brussels sprouts or a fucking pile of dog shit salted with arsenic? Like,
here's what I'm gonna say. I've never in my life had Brussels sprouts.
Yo! All right, hang on.
I don't know how.
Let's stop all intelligent conversation and immediately divert to the fact that I will make you a banging ass plate of caramelized Brussels sprouts.
What kind of is it a seed? What kind of I don't even know what kind of vegetable it is. Is it a cabbage, like lettuce or something like that?
If I had to make a guess, it's definitely related to cabbage or lettuce based on the way that it's structured. I don't know the answer to that.
Does it wilt when you cook it? Because it's a texture thing for me.
No. If you do it right, you end up with two textures. You end up with like a soft chew, not a chewy texture, but like a soft, like a well-cooked broccoli, and then a crispy outside.
Interesting.
And if you cook it, I do it with a balsamic vinegar, and sometimes coconut oil, and then some seasoning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's right. Yeah. I'm just saying. But that's how you do it. I'm just saying, being a former fat kid and having to cook for yourself a lot, you get creative, Dane. Get creative.
You know what it was when I was a kid and you're watching cartoons and kid shows and stuff. So I was like, ew, Brussels sprouts. So I was like, oh, this is gross. I never need to fuck with that ever.
Straight same. But if you want to, as good as the Brussels sprouts I make are, if you ever want to have like the best Brussels sprouts of all time, go to like a bunch of these like good Japanese restaurants, and they do like a crispy Brussels sprout, like an appetizer dish.
Yeah. Really?
Dude.
I mean, maybe.
So good.
Maybe I do need to grow up.
I think I don't know what they do. They like air fried or some shit, but it's just basically, it's like just crispy as shit. So good.
Okay. I'll trust you. But
chat. Where's my fellow Brussels sprout lovers? If it's done right, it's done right. If it's done bad, they smell like
listen, chat. Listen, chat. Let's talk Brussels sprouts.
Let's talk Brussels sprouts. We were talking politics before. I was gonna get into the fact that Mitch McConnell said some really, really stupid fucking shit because it was only stupid because it was like saying the sky is blue. He said the.
Okay, now I want to know. No, I didn't see it.
He goes, as you look toward what Senate Majority Chuck Schumer has in mind for June, the quote that everyone's been saying, he just said, quote, "It's pretty clear the era of bipartisanship is over." What?
Oh wow, water wet. What? In other news, water
Dude, he said if you I don't know if you saw it, but the opening bumper scrolling on the bottom of the screen on Chiron, whatever the fuck they're called. I said, the era of bipartisanship has been over since we elected a black man as president.
Yeah.
So let's not fucking pretend that there's been any type of actual bipartisanship. There's been one party bending over backwards to appease the other party.
That's happened.
No fucking wins to date for doing so.
Yeah.
Other than maybe the butchered version of Obamacare that made it through.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's about it. That's really about it.
That's solid. Yeah,
you got a bunch of people. You had millions of people who ended up getting covered and shit, but it became a whole like a Frankenstein version of what it should have been.
Wait. Pause.
Brussels sprouts with garlic cream and bacon and caramel.
Amazing.
See, this is the fuck I'm saying, dude.
Yo, bro.
And Mariah, avocado oil, diced butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, air fryer or baked. See, you got that crispy outside, topped with everything bagel seasoning. Okay.
What do you wait? How do you eat this? Just in a bowl? That's a lot.
It depends. So like I'll make it with other things. So it'll be like when you make mashed potatoes or some shit, like they go on the side of like a main dish. Not for everybody. It depends on the person, but
I mean, I would fuck with that though. Actually,
I'm just saying.
I'm looking at it like the grown up version of me is like, yo,
I'll do like a pan fried teriyaki chicken made with the coconut amino teriyaki sauce or something, and some crispy Brussels.
Okay, look, I don't even all of that you just said. I don't use a lot of sauces because I can't. Usually for me, it's
that's why I use the coconut ones.
Boneless, skinless, fucking chicken breast.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's the same
salt,
shit.
Pepper.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, right?
Yeah.
But they make I don't use like the full on like straight teriyaki sauce because it's too much sugar and crap in it. They make a coconut amino based one.
Okay.
That's like you get like Whole Foods and stuff, and it's like a teriyaki based one. That shit is delicious. I'm just saying, I'll put that fucking stuff on everything.
I mean,
and it's made with I think it's like coconut sugar or some shit too. It's not like regular ass sugar. No, it's mad good.
He said, okay. I mean,
I tried the caramelized one with balsamic you talked about. Thank you.
You caramelize it with onion? What are you caramelizing it with? No, I'm really into this.
You know how you caramelize onions in a pan?
Yeah.
You do the same thing to the Brussels, not with onion. Onions, caramelizing is the cooking process.
Yeah.
It's not an onion. It's just it's a type.
I kind of knew that, but I kind of didn't.
I can tell by you saying it if it was done with onions. I mean,
because I've only ever had caramelized onions. Well, I've had caramelized crust. So yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Yep.
Welcome to the conversation. All right.
Hey,
But yeah, dude,
nice to be here.
Absolutely fucking delicious. Now here's the one thing I will tell you, and anyone here who has had Brussels sprouts in any large quantity can attest to this. It is very similar to broccoli and cauliflower, but maybe on steroids. If you plan on having a lady caller over that evening, maybe skip the Brussels sprouts.
Why? Oh,
they make me gassy as all hell.
Can I just really quick aside and say that this show really is about whatever, because we're talking Brussels sprouts right now. If you go back and you look at all the other shows,
you go back to last week, 45 minutes were spent on dicks and circumcision and aliens and Bitcoin and whatever.
Bro,
now it's Brussels sprouts and politics. That's where we're at.
If I told you how many comments and how many people came up to me and they're just like, okay, so talk more about dicks on your show now. I'm like, hey, look, man, you were watching, weren't you? You were watching. That's all that really fucking matters. I don't give a fuck about the rest.
That's it.
It is what it is.
They came and stayed for more than just the tip.
And we're back on dicks, just like she was last night. What?
Well played.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Ryan. Mostly Twitch is where a majority of the conversation is happening. So if you can't see the rest of this chat, follow us on Twitch and YouTube. We don't keep all of the Facebook channels running live every show, but if you can, by the way, so I might as well throw this bumper out there. If you can, please head over to YouTube and follow Mainstream Misfits and subscribe, hit the notification bell, or follow Santino the Misfit or Dane the Great on Twitch. You can find all of those links at failureMadeMonsters.com. I mean, like we usually do this every Friday. Like I've said in the last couple of episodes that we're considering changing the time frame or how we plan on doing this now that the world's open.
And if we're gonna be in the same fucking room,
we may very well do the same room.
Bro, I'm vaccinated.
I feel like this backdrop might work well.
2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, we can be just us in a room, face to face.
Except we're not going to be on air in 2 weeks from now.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Although July 7th, I believe if that's confirmed, I don't know if you're going to be there or not, but we're going to be on John Poveromo's live video podcast, Dystopia.
I will fucking be there. Why wouldn't I be there?
I didn't hear you confirm it, so I'm just double checking.
I was really fucking drunk. So by the way, if you go back and you look at last week's episode,
you were very drunk.
The last, I got drunker than I meant to get.
Yeah.
And about the last, really bad. So the last 20 minutes of it, this is what I'm doing. Yes.
I said it as you. So we ended last week's broadcast, and when we end the broadcast, we can all still, like, if there's guests in here, we're all still in chat. In the video thing, it ends for you guys watching because you can't hear the things we say about you.
Yes. And they are bad.
Oh, they're bad. Especially you, Rolo. Woo!
Rolo's dick. Wow.
Wow. It's like a semi truck.
I see what you did. That worked on two levels.
I'm watching Dane the last 20 minutes of the show. He's like fidgeting and shit. Like he just did like rails or something. Like I'm sitting there I'm like, oh, he got to pee like a motherfucker. Yeah. And the second I ended the broadcast, he shot up and like just ran off screen. Bro, and I was like, and John and Em were like, is he all right? And I'm like, yeah, he had to pee really bad.
It was
and he didn't even say, I could just fucking
you
tell.
could see the pain.
Oh, it was all over your face.
You know how like if you really have to pee, you got those. There's about for me, there's about 3 phases of it. There's the phase where it's like, oh, yeah, it's there, but I think I got it. And then there's that, I'm going to have to kind of dance a little bit because it's still there. And then there's that third phase where it's like your stomach starts to hurt. If you stop moving, you're going to piss yourself. You're like holding your bladder with your thigh. Like if I let this clinch go, it's a problem. Like that's where I was. Problem. I was like that for 15 minutes, just like this mother. Anyway,
and this is how
this is what I do for. This is what I do for y'all. It's
true. We sacrifice our bodies, ladies and gentlemen. Sacrifice our.
That's how you get kidney stones, right?
It is. You want ants because that's how you get.
That's how you get ants.
Ryan in the comments here says, don't change the time. It's normal work hours for 6 p.m. there, which is on the East Coast. And then obviously good for people. 9 p.m. East Coast, good for people here, 6 p.m. So we were actually thinking day more specifically. We might do Wednesday or Thursday nights. Only because, especially if we start gigging and stuff again, those tend to happen on Friday nights. So
they wanted us to sing happy birthday.
July or June 28th.
Yeah, which one?
A Stokes.
I feel like
Anita, I believe.
I feel like it's June.
Yeah, if it's June,
if it's June, aren't we gonna?
I think we'll be here. Yeah, right.
Whoa. Oh, that Friday.
That's Monday.
The 25th though. She says that Friday. So the Friday is the 25th.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, we'll
just remind us.
I mean, we could feasibly do the last show together. Is what I'm saying. I'm checking my calendar right now.
There is potential for this.
I mean, we could do the 25th in the same fucking room, bro.
We got to figure out. We have to set it up and figure it out. We'll talk about it.
Okay, all right.
We'll make it happen.
We'll if you guys want us, if you guys want us to do the last show together, so that I can give Santino a proper reach around in the same room.
I'm in.
Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the chat. You want to see some real butt stuff? No.
Go on.
Continue.
Don't just tease me. Can we start talking about dicks again?
So here's the thing about Here's the thing about
dicks.
Hold on. Here's the thing about dicks, right? Like you don't realize. Okay, look, this is not me bragging on myself, even though somewhat it is. And anybody else that's in this position, you can relate. So I'm not really saying I'm the only person, but I will say this: there is something like really in your core amazing about knowing that people can see your dick through your like sweats or whatever. and not having to worry about it. Like, just because I swear I was getting my hair cut, and like I finished up and I walked out of the barbershop, and I had on like these, like they're like kind of joggers, but kind of not really, little thinner material, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, whatever. The cut was good. I don't fucking know. I saw this chick, whatever.
Don't walk by and just go, hey.
And
nice
you know
dick.
what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, like, thanks. And she's like she just, as she's walking by, she did the eye cut thing where it's like, you know, that kind of thing. You know,
The thing that we've been doing and have mastered our entire lives.
Just a quick.
They have to look lower though. I'll give them that.
But
that is true.
I use the peripheral though. I use the like. I'll get it from like when you're in a wide. I'll see it without me having to move my eyes because like full picture. But once you're up close, then I don't have to do that.
Well, if you're up close, it's all about the timing of when they aren't looking. What I do is hang on, or if you're really good and this is like some anime shit and it's not possible, but I'm going to say it anyway because it sounds funny. Is you wait for the blink. As soon as they blink, glance and then look.
Wow, the blink. That's borderline telepathy.
There's got to be a name for this, right? Like the stinky blinky or something. Something stupid.
The sneaky blinky. Ooh.
The sneak blink.
The sneaky blink.
Hang on. There's something in there.
All right. Well, here's what I will say, right? And
the perverted eye shutter.
There might have been a time in my life where I was like, oh, kind of self-conscious, but now I'm like, yeah, you see it.
He goes, hang on, real quick. Can I hang on, hold on. I'm gonna take an educated guess when that time was. When you lived in Chicago and it's cold as fuck.
Yes. Yes.
Would that be it, sir? Going to the gym in shorts, because I would still walk because I was pretty close to my gym in New York. So I'd go in shorts because I don't like wearing sweats at the gym. Like not often.
Yeah.
Like,
not.
I don't. I sweat way too much when I work out. So I'm like, that's too much. So I'd walk in like gym sneakers and a t-shirt. I might wear a jacket or something, but I was in the same block as my gym. So I'd be walking in shorts and shit from like A to B, and it'd be like 10 degrees outside or some shit. Yeah. I'd be like, this is not going to go well when I get inside.
It's not good for my ego at all.
What's going on there? Hey, ladies, beep. Check it out.
But now it's like it's warm.
It's warm, man.
It's good. And I'm like
vaccinated, the confidence is there.
Yeah, I'm vaccinated.
No mask, no diaper. You're ready.
Let's go. Silhouette that silo in the built now. So yeah, I just really wanted to shout that out. And if you haven't experienced it, feel free. If you haven't
experienced Dane's the outline of Dane, we'll say. The silhouette.
Let me tell you something.
You'll know why they call him.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Clouds part. You're gonna hear you're gonna hear music.
And a choir of angels descended from the heavens.
It's an experience. You're welcome.
Hang on, I got this. Look at Dane's penis. I can see it now through the outline.
Wow. That was soprano.
Sorry.
I didn't know you had that.
What?
I didn't know you had that soprano. Yeah, that was like a soprano, wasn't it?
Oh, dude.
We need to talk.
Go listen to old Scarlett Carson.
Who is that?
It sounds like someone's squeezing my testicles.
The other thing I wanted to mention to you actually live was this. So my homie Slim came over. You know Slim. Yeah. But he
what's the reason?
What was the reason? No, so he just randomly unasked. He's nice like, dick. So I hey buddy, hey bud, hey bud, hey, nice dick.
That's a good that's a good looking penis you got there.
That is a majestic looking tube snake.
Does anybody else notice the sky doing something weird? The clouds were going that direction.
It's so sunny. So new.
Wasn't it supposed to rain?
But no, he's like, yeah, he's like, I went through and I listened to some of Santino's older stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's fucking good. Like, I get it. I was like, oh, right. I wish he could hear you right now. He's like, no, yeah. He's like, I'm
super curious though. Which older stuff?
I think he was talking about some videos, but I don't know exactly.
Like Santino Noir, like my old solo stuff.
I think it was solo stuff because I think it was solo stuff. I want to say. Yes. I don't understand. I was intoxicated. So
that's totally fair.
I got the broad strokes, but so I was like,
a Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
Typical Tuesday.
So I was like, hey man, that's cool. well, you know, I
Yeah.
just like to tell you know,
That just I'm not gonna lie, it just made my day.
see
Tell
people
Slim I
helping
said thank
people.
you.
Look,
I appreciate that very much.
Santino, we all we got, buddy. People helping
We
people.
all we
That's what it's
got.
about,
That's true.
you know?
It's true. I actually, it's funny. It's timely. I listened so I was going through trying to fix some stuff on YouTube earlier. By the way, if you don't already, please find Santino the Misfit on YouTube and subscribe, because I found out today I'm 3 away from that 1,000 mark. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers. So very,
Nice.
very close, considering I
Yeah,
have spent very little
everybody.
time growing my YouTube. So
Everybody, go subscribe to fucking
next
Teeners.
3 motherfuckers. Let's see if we
Fucking
can make it
shit.
happen.
Maybe we'll give you something. Maybe on the next show, we'll give you
maybe
something.
on the next show.
Give you
So,
a third subscriber. Who knows?
yeah. So that'd be cool. But I granted, this show is on the Mainstream Misfits YouTube, so subscribe there as well. FailureMadeMonsters.com for the links there. But yeah, thank you, because I actually going through my old YouTube stuff, looking at some of the old shit I was doing with SM Stone and Scarlett Carson and all that. I actually watched the video I had not watched in years. My old summertime video that I shot down in South Beach.
I saw that, didn't I? The one with the drop top car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the hang on, not Crash.
Okay.
It's the one in South Beach on the beach with all girls and stuff, and we're like, I'm driving around with like a little like Hummer golf cart in one of them. We got a Lambo with the whole thing. Oh, dude,
yeah, I didn't see
it's
that.
mad. So I was actually, it's funny because like I've been thinking about that video and like glimmers since you mentioned going down there, because like my main memories of being down there were shooting the video, and I watched it, and I'm not joking. I watched that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Why I'm still at the level I'm at.
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, I'm a little, and you know, so, and I watched a bunch of, and I fell down the rabbit hole of my old stuff. And like, as you know, I am a very rough critic of like the work we do and stuff. Yeah. And I am my own worst critic. Well, except for some people in the comment section on YouTube, but for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, and also, side note, go on to my fucking YouTube and just leave me nice comments, because I've got a lot of really bad ones, and I need to even those out. So anyway, go ahead, sorry.
No, I agree. If you're watching this, please head over to Dane the Great, Dane Alexander on there.
Dane Alexander on YouTube.
Dane Alexander on YouTube. Head over there and leave him some beautiful comments on his. Is the Insane Remix video out yet?
The Insane. Oh,
the video's not.
I'm glad that you.
I had a segue into it.
I will be in San Diego this weekend, starting tomorrow, and I'm going to be.
I heard that San Diego means a whale's vagina.
Actually, the technical translation is in fact whale's vagina.
I knew it.
But
San Diego.
But I will be there shooting the last scene for the new. Well, so I had to shoot some new stuff because a lot of the video that we shot originally has a lot of nudity in it. So I need something to. Hang
on. Hold up. Who's naked? Is it you?
It's not me.
I don't want to see it. I'm out. I'm tapping out.
It's very attractive. I don't want to say strippers because they might be doms as well. I don't know. They're very lovely young ladies that
very attractive young
ladies.
That
are very good on a pole with no clothes on. And I will be putting out both videos, but one will have the nudity in it, and I'll let you guys know where that's going to be that you can find it, because I can't put it out on fucking YouTube because they won't monetize it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Well, yeah, check. So leave Dane some love on the Dane Alexander YouTube. Head over there and wait for the Insane Remix.
Yes, right? Video.
The video coming out soon. Obviously, we've been talking about shit, and I apologize, by the way, that we have not released anything. We have stuff that's largely finished, and I listen to it all the time.
Yeah,
I listen to it pretty regularly, and I haven't
because I don't want to over listen to it. So I haven't. No, I know where it is in my brain.
That's the problem. Is like I listen to it constantly. I have so much music that no one's heard. For over the past decade, and I'm talking like albums worth. And I listen to it, and I'm like, I hear what I want to change about it every time I listen to it. And then I'll tweak and I'll change and I'll tweak and change to the point where I just end up not doing releasing it.
Yep. And that's why I don't listen to it that much, because I'm like,
it's a smart move, Dane.
I like to maintain that first initial how I felt about it, and as long as I maintain that, it won't. So you don't do that.
No, well, hang on. You can do that because you don't mix it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
the problem. It's like when I did the movie, I had to watch it a million times to edit it. Then I had to watch it to proof it. Then I had to watch it for sound. Then I had to watch it for screenings and festivals and all that shit. Right. It was like every time I watch it now, unless I've had a few drinks, I'm like, it's the same as listening to music. I'm like, oh fuck, I wish I could have fixed that.
I could have done that. Yeah. But see, and that's the thing. I'll do that shit
worse almost with time.
Yeah.
You
true.
know? Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I don't want to end it on a downer though. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
I know you have a heart out right now, right?
But we do have stuff. It is in the pipe. It will be coming as
this whole episode's been about pipe.
Right? The last two. We will I love that though, as far as the topics of conversation. Anyway, but yeah,
here's what we're doing, right? Here's what we're doing. Like Biden said he's going to do to Putin. We're letting you know what we want you to know. And what we want you to know, motherfuckers, is that we have music. Yes. Dane and I have done a shit ton of great fucking music. And it will see the light of day. I promise.
Exactly.
I promise it will. I'll make sure at least one thing comes out this summer. That's happening. Maybe even two if you're lucky. All right? We'll make it happen. But there's like at minimum an album's worth of shit, but at least a couple of those things will see the light of day this summer.
Sorry, I had to put that up. I had to put that up.
Hey, thank you, Anita.
Yes,
we needed that one.
Thank you for that. Anyway, but yeah, so wait with bated breath. Failure Made Monsters is still in the works, and lots of new stuff coming out, and also fuck with fucking fantastic because you should. And
yes, please head on over to fuckingfantastic.com. And Dane the Great has some absolutely stunning merchandise with beautiful people modeling it. So go and check it out.
DaneAlexander.com
for yourself. I think, you know what? Let me say. I think we should close out on the commercial I referenced earlier.
I think so. Yes, I was actually going to say that.
I'm going to play this. You're going to watch this. You're going to enjoy this. And I'm going to say it early.
If I had $1 for every time I said that to a girl. Wow.
I'd be Jeff Bezos.
This is Santino. Santino is proud that he is bigger than all who came before him. Santino knows that your experience with what he's offering will be over faster than you expected, which is especially convenient when you're tired and just want to go to sleep. He's confident that after having spent years perfecting his package, his is the softest you'll ever put up to your face. Yes, as the founder of F***ing Fantastic, Santino knows that his unique makeup remover towel package with soft touch exfoliating corner and collectible makeup bag will leave you oh so very satisfied. Good job, Santino. Stand tall, stand proud, because even though your lovemaking skills are subpar, your makeup remover towels are fucking fantastic.
And that's it.
Wait, no, hold on. New goal. I'm going to be in one of your commercials. That's all I got to say. That's it.
I'll write one for you. I wrote that. I wrote and directed that, by the way, and I am not afraid to say it. And you know what? I'm just going to admit to this right now because there's none of the people who read the comments on the ads. Dude, these ads are crushing it. My ad is, I have no idea how or why, of the 3 or 4 we shot, is doing way better than it was an afterthought. I did it because I was on set, and it's fucking crushing it. And I respond to all the comments, but the people who, they don't know that. They think it's like a marketing person in our company. Yeah. I am the company. It's literally me. You know what I mean? So the whole time, so those people like saying all types of shit. Like if I were stranded in the middle of the desert and my choices were water and Santino, I'd take Santino. And I'm the one responding to this shit. And I'm like, this is great. My head's not going to fit through the fucking door by the end of this shit. Good shit. So anyway, I wrote and directed it. So I am 1,000% going to put your ass in a spot. That's happening. We will make that happen. But that means that I have to put makeup on you again. So you have to be all right with that.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll put some that heroin watermelon scented multi-purpose oil in the old beard there.
Doing in the shower shot. I got
doing it in a shower shot. Who, you and me? I mean, I guess that would break the internet. Look, all right. I mean, if you're up for it. No.
Babe,
we're divorced now. I love you.
I gotta go.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to Failure Made Monsters. Please head over to FailureMadeMonsters.com. You can follow Santino the Misfit or Dean the Great on Twitch, or follow Mainstream Misfits on YouTube. Hit the subscription bell and that little notification motherfucker. I just said the same thing twice. You know what I mean? We will be back next Friday. Fuck you, stop laughing at me. We'll be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's how time zones work. That's what's it. Dane, I love you, buddy. You go have a wonderful night. Chat, thank you so much for being a part of this. And just because I feel like we need to round it out with the right word. Dicks.
Yeah.
So thank you, Anita. Thank you, Roll. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Have a good night. Be safe. Get vaccinated.